Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 1 from Paul Brown Stadium in EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here we go, Week 1 for the LA Chargers. It's not, as we thought in the offseason, Tyrod Taylor under center. It will be instead the 6th overall pick from April, Justin Herbert.
And partner, this one was a surprise to me because I thought Justin Herbert would sit around for a little while because of Tyrod Taylor's connection with the head coach, Anthony Lynn. They had been together in Buffalo. I figured he would get the ball. But this rookie had a big preseason, and they're banking on his potential, getting even better with actual play.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down.
14. First down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
First and 10.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Charles, a look there at the Bengals draft class for 2020. You know, a lot of names on it, but let's be real. Ultimately, it's going to be the performance of Joe Burrow that determines the success or failure of this group.
But when you do select a quarterback at number 1, and he's a quarterback coming off with maybe the greatest college season in history, yeah, he is going to make or break your draft. I do think they got some really good players in the draft as well. In T. Higgins, a wide receiver out of Clemson, and Logan Wilson, a linebacker out of Wyoming. They will help make their draft class solid as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Mixon again.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're going to look to throw. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Brings us second and 7.
Here's Herbert now on second down, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Ball carrier.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Field goal is good. Makes the score Chargers 3. Bengals.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
It's second.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, Mixon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Buying time. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when he has the equipment.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20.
Complete to
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. He's been pretty quiet here in the second quarter. They've got the lead. That's the good news. But you think they get him more involved going forward?
I think that they do, and that's what they always want to do because he's such a priority and he's such a big-time playmaker. But sometimes defenses take that away, and they've been able to find another way to get it done themselves.
Yeah, they absolutely have. They're winning. And look at the scoreboard right now. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw here. On the slant, complete to Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 9.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 3. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run with Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
The tackle.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
The pass. Complete to Joe Mixon.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A gain of 5. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, open man is Reed. He's got it.
Complete to
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
He's tackled it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They find some open field here. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26. A big third down play there for the Bengals. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chargers 9.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert throwing again. This complete to Henry over the middle.
Herbert's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Herbert on 1st down now. Got a man open. It's K.J. Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Mike Badgley to kick.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25 with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Bengals first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
46-yard line.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Tackle made.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
C.J. Uzomah.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he returns this to the 22.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Number 20.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink. You can give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Peoples-Jones returning. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Browns, nothing.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Geno Atkins.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
One of the best around, big Geno Atkins there on the stop. An 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 9. At the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon, the Bengals.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
This is Mixon on the draw. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
We are just getting started in what should be an incredible 2nd week of the NFL season. So much coming up later this weekend. You've got Tom Brady's home debut as the Bucs host Carolina. The Chargers hosting KC in their first game of the new SoFi Stadium. Remember, the Rams got the home date in week 1. And then to wrap things up, you've got the first home game for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going to take a while to get used to saying that as they welcome in New Orleans on Monday night. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man is Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Geno Atkins got home that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this will be taken at the 13. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
For the point after.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Peoples-Jones returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10. At
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Bullock's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28.
The score, Bengals 38, Browns 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight down. There you go. Go, Mike 51.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
On the carry.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 81 yards, and the Bengals just continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Watch the slant. No.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. Oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. That one looks like he'll throw here. Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Bengals first down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Run.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Mike 51. Check. Mike 51.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Bengals 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.